Hi everyone and welcome to my place. The whole design world has gone crazy for metallics and fresh, artificial and drieds, and I love it. Where we would only ever use colours like this for Christmas, I love that we can have these accents in our decors of our homes. I want to show you how to do a really quick and easy design that can just be permanent and go on and on and on, and then come Christmas you can do other things with it. Very, very quick and easy. So what I've done here is I've got a classic shaped urn, because classic, that's the kind of design I love here at my place, and you'll see that I've got little accents of gold all over the place because I just love it. I never got sick of it, even when it was here the first time. I think it was about the 80s or the 90s, all those little shades of the little hints of metallic. I have loved them all this time. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I've got some foam into my container, and I've got 3 nice big leaves which I'm going to use. Oh, the other thing is I'm using the gold. If you've got silver accents if you've got silver or bronze or gold or champagne, you could just tint up your container to whichever colour you wanted. I used gold, I think it's 18 karat gold metallic paint from, I think it's Design Masters, the colour that I use. So I've only got 3 leaves, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put these in and around my container at equal distance. I'm putting the leaves in first because I want them to be my anchor, and because they're artificial I'm able to bend and manipulate. Or on the subject of artificial, I'm still hunting the world trying to find us a supplier so that you can just go online and you'll know where to buy these things. Right, I've got these lovely little, looks like dusty miller to me, so I'll just bend those down, and I've only got 2 of those, so I'm going to put one up and I'll bring one over into this space here and push that down. I've got these lovely bits of dried material that I'm going to bring up and into the center. And what's lovely about this, the drieds here, is that the colorway is connecting back into the leaves, so that the gold, which was like really, oh gosh, your gold, is actually being broken down with the other textures that we're putting in. Now I've got those little bee pods there. I'm just going to push those down into there. I've only got 2 of those, so I'm going to put one on that side, and then I'll bring one over into this side. I've got some lovely gum, some red, this gum's got like little bits of red on it, which is going to connect through into the leaf here. I'll just push that down into there and just bend that down, and I'll bring the other bit over to this side here. So see how the colours, I just love doing designs like this. And if you're ever stuck not knowing what to do for colours, just look at the colourways in the materials that you're using. And like there's the big viola leaf there with the little bits of the rust, that reedy colour or maroni colour are in the tips of the leaves, so it's just sort of helping to diffuse. Now with these 2 bits there, I'm just going to leave those at this stage, that gum, because I might need to use it in this design. Okay, so I've got some lovely Banksias or proteas which I've painted. I'm just going to put one into there, and I'll bring the other into over here. So I'm going to have one high and one low, and the Banksias, they grow up, so when you're placing them, just put them placed in. Now I've got this lovely King Protea which is just dried off. Got to be very, very careful. I've actually, once it dried off, what I did was I hit it with several coats of what's that stuff called? Hairspray, just to keep it all together. But I've got to be very careful, because if I knock that, they're going to puff out. But you can buy these in an artificial form. So I'm going to bring that and put that down and into there, so that that dried there is actually connecting through to the driedness of these little seed pods up here. Now I've got those, and I've got these that I've just sprayed off with a little bit of gold and just rubbed a bit onto the leaves, and that's just going to be a reflection through from my container. That's why I've used that. So I'm going to put that into there, and I've got another one which I'll bring into here and just push that down so that I've got things at varying heights and levels. Now with this gold here, I'm just going to push that down and into there. So I've got one on that side, and I'll bring one over and into this side, pushing that down a bit lower. And then with the champagne, I'm just going to bring that in around into here so that that reflects through into this Banksia over here. And then I'll bring this one over here, and I'll put that up and into the top like so. Oh, loving it. Now with this here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this a little bit. Oh, I should have had my wire cutters, but goodness only knows where they are. Actually, I do know where they are, so give me one moment till I get those. Cutting that off there, and I'll just bring that and put that into there, and I'll just step that down and have a little bit into there. And then cutting these here, I've got a little bit where I've got it there, and I've got a little bit of a hole into there, so I'll just shove that down into there, cutting that bit there off. Bring that down and into there so that that just covers that little hole, and then I've got a little bit of a hole there. And then as I'm looking at this, I'm looking at that which is too tall, so I'm going to cut that and bring that down to fill in to that little hole there. And then I've got the same issue happening round here, so I'll just cut that. So that's what I'm talking about there, just to show you. So I've got that little wee hole into there, so I'll just bring that down and into there. So there we have a really quick and easy design, just using fresh, artificial, drieds and metallics, and that as a standalone would look fantastic. If you're having a function, you could do the same thing. Next time I see you, I'll show you how to make a wedding bouquet out of this and putting some fresh things with it. Easy designing, love it, and it's already ready for Christmas, and I can add more colours to it later on. See you again another day.